Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about our next problem to design a DFA which accepts the string not ending with 01. So when the question is asked like not ending or not starting, not, if I get a question like not this string, then what we have to do? First we have to design a DFA ending with 01, then make the negation of that finite automata. Okay, so the first step is whenever the question is given like design a DFA which accepts a string not ending with 01, not starting with 01, not a substring of this particular string, then first step you have to do is design a DFA ending with 01. Okay, so now ending with 01 we will first make a DFA, then we will make a negation of the given problem. Okay, so now first step is start from the initial state q naught ending with 01. Ending with 01 means the substring should be 01. The basic string will be 01. Before this 01 we can have any number of zeros or ones. So this I have already told in the previous sessions with 01 ending with 01. Same thing. So the basic string will be 01. Before that we can have any numbers of zeros or ones. So the basic string will be 01, 101, 1101, any number of zeros followed by 01, any number of ones and zeros followed by 01, right? So these are some strings. In this basic string is 01. So try to design a finite automata with 01. So q naught on 0 going to q1, q1 on 1 going to q2 and make this q2 as final state. Okay, now this string is accepting 01. Now before this 01 we can have any number of zeros or ones. But q naught is already having a transition with 0. So with 1 we can make a self loop. Right? So 1, any number of ones ending with 0, 1. q naught is having transition with 0 and 1, done. q1 is having transition with 1, I need 0. So I can put 0, a self loop to q1 because it should end with 0, 1. There is no restriction at any number of zeros. 1, 0, this will be done. 2 zeros, 3 zeros, any zeros, it can be done. So I can put a self loop to q1. So q naught is having transition with 0 and 1. q1 is having transition with 0 and 1. And it is also satisfying the logic of our question. Now q2. q2, if I put a self loop with 1, 1, 1, it will end with 1, 1. So it is wrong. So whenever I take 1, 1, and it shouldn't go back to q1 and it should tell it as 1, 1, 1. So it is wrong. So I can't take with 1 transition to q1. With 1 transition to q naught, I can take, because before 01 I can put any number of ones. So from q2 to q naught on 1's transition we can get 0. With 1's transition we can end up with 0, 1. Now q2 with 0, 0, 1. It can end up with 0, 1, 0, 1 like that. So from 0's transition, I can put it to q1. Okay. 1, why I am not taking to q1? Because it will end up with 1, 1. So that is wrong. That's why I have taken here. Ending with 1, 0, 1. Finally, it is ending with 0, 1. Now if you check, q naught is having transition with 0, 1. q1 is having transition with 0, 1. q2 is having transition with 0, 1. So this is the DFA which acts 01. Our question is not ending with 01. So not ending means the negation of this finite automata means make the final state to non-final and non-final state to final state. Okay, so then that we have designed a DFA which is not ending with 01. So now q naught, q1 are non-final, make this as final. Okay, so now I will write Q naught. Same transitions, I will just copy it. Q naught on 1 on 0 going to Q1, Q1 on 0, Q1 on 1 going to Q2. Okay, next Q2 on 0. So make the non-final states to final states and final state to non-final state. Sorry, this is final. Make it as non-final state, means single Q2. Okay, let me write it properly. This is a Q2, which is not a final state. So now Q0, Q1 are final states, Q2 is non-final state. So from this, this DFA will accept a string not ending with 0, 1. Suppose if I take 0, 0, 0, okay, 1, 0, 0. This string should be accepted. 1, 0, 0, 0. This is accepted. Now if you take 0, 1, 0, 1, this string shouldn't be accepted. So 0, 1, 0, 1 ending up with non-final state. Hence whatever the strings you take ending with 0, 1, it will not be accepted. So in that way we will design a finite automata first with ending with 0, 1 and then make a negation of this finite automata. We will get the non-final states as final states and final state as non-final state. Okay. Hence the DFA what we have written is correct. Thank you for listening to my session. We will discuss the further automatas, designing finite automatas in upcoming classes. Thank you.